Hello, Laura Weigel with the Holistic RX Remedies and the Will to Wow crystal jewelry. And I wanted to talk today about full moons. Full moons in general, because we have one coming up tomorrow on July 25th, Friday. But this information is something that you can take with all full moons. These are my crystal recommendations to use. And then we'll talk a little bit specifically about what's going on right now. So with regards to the full moon, I always recommend Labradorite. Beautiful Labradorite. And the reason I do this is because the full moon is all about releasing. It's about taking that luminous, bright light and shining it on what is ready and needs to be released, transfused, right? And Labradorite is an excellent stone for bringing out issues that are ready to be released. But what I love about Labradorite is it's bringing about the subconscious issues, those issues we may not even know we have. So we may be sitting down to do our full moon ritual and not even really grasp what it is that we need to release because it's subconscious, right? So I like to work with Labradorite, whether journaling, chanting, whatever I'm doing for my full moon release. This is a great stone to wear or to have around you. Put it in your pockets. Labradorite's hard enough that you can even infuse it in your water so you can take the energy internally. You can sleep with Labradorite, and you can even put it in your bath. So there's a lot of different ways that you can work with this stone, gorgeous stone, one of my favorite stones, during the full moon into helping you with this release. Now I also like Celestite. Some gorgeous pieces of Celestite. The reason I like Celestite is it's very calming, and during the full moon our energies can be a little feel a little crazy, and it can be a little overwhelming. And as we're working on our releases, we want to do it from a place of calm and centeredness and knowing, not from being frazzled. And Celestite also helps to communicate with our higher self or our angels or whatever it is you believe, but it helps with that communication. So when we're working on what it is we need to release, then this will really help to communicate that and to communicate that in a clear, calm way. So Celestite, even Angelite is really nice. Aquamarine is another good one. I have aquamarine on my neck right now. So that's another one that I like to work with, or some of these blue high vibing stones during the full moon. Now, of course, I'm going to say Moonstone. And I just have this little piece with me today. It's this grayish moonstone. When working with the full moon, I do like the rainbow, the white moonstones a little bit better because they're connected more with our crown chakra. But Moonstone obviously is connected to the moon energy, which is why I picked that, but it's also the stone of new beginnings. And as we release and shed these layers and transform every single month, and really are mindful and setting our intentions on that, the Moonstone helps us with those new beginnings, and it helps to be a reminder of having those new beginnings. Now, what's going on right now, just a little tidbit, is we're also in Mercury retrograde. We actually have 5 planets in retrograde. I'm not an astrologer, so I'm just going to speak on the crystals to use for that. That's the reason why I recommended 3 crystals this time around, because being in retrograde, especially Mercury retrograde, it's a lot about communication. And so many people are nervous when they hear Mercury goes retrograde. So I just want you to remember, it's just a time to slow down, to stop, and to revisit and to reconnect with things from the past, maybe reconnect with some family members or some clients, some friends. But it's really that time, rather than plowing forward and making all these changes, it's about revisiting before we make those changes. Okay, so that's why I recommended so many communication stones, because when we're slowing down and we're revisiting, and this is a planet of communication, we really want to be surrounded and supported by our communication stones. Okay, lastly, I am recommending these gorgeous terminated quartz. These are just amazing stones. I wish I had it in a stone form for you rather than a crystal so that you can really see all of it. But this is basically clear quartz with black tourmaline growing in it. And so it has the healing benefits of both the clear quartz and the black tourmaline. It really brings in that energy of balance, that yin and yang energy, really activating our root chakra to feel safe and grounded and protected, while activating that crown chakra and really connecting to source, but feeling safe enough to connect to source, feeling grounded and rooted enough to know as we connect with source and the storms come, we won't fall over. Okay, so this is just an awesome stone as well. And it's also good for releasing, right? And the clear quartz amplifies the energy. So the clear quartz with the black tourmaline is just really amplifying the energy of the black tourmaline. And it's a great releasing stone. It's a great protection stone. So it's really nice to have around during the full moon and during any ceremonies and times of change. Lastly, I just want to introduce Ganesh. If you've never seen Ganesh, this is a Hindu deity, but in short, he represents the remover of obstacles. And since the full moon is all about releasing and shedding, having Ganesh around is a great thing to do during the full moon, especially when you're doing a full moon ceremony. I suggest writing it down. You can play the Ganesh mantra. You can find it on YouTube. It is Om Gam Ganapatiye Namaha. And by chanting that, writing down your releases, meditating with your crystals, and then burning the releases. And I love the burning because the burning really represents trust. It really represents that I'm giving this over to you, meaning the universe, and I am trusting that this is going to be removed. Energy flows where attention goes. So ceremonies are so beautiful by just giving them our attention and our energy. So I hope that you found this video helpful. Happy full moon blessings and releasings. And yeah, and good luck during Mercury retrograde. It's going to be really great when you know what to expect and really take that time to slow down and just revisit and just see. We can't see if we're constantly here. So remembering to take a few deep breaths, slow down, and use some calming crystals. Okay, until next time.